For good official top. Here we go. The second of this wonderful event. So we have the second part, and it is really interesting. So first competitor, we have Peter Abaji from Sweden.
Peter Abaji from Sweden, free immersion. 2 meters, night time, 2 minutes. 0.03.
So he's attempting 60-meter free immersion, by time 2 minutes 3 seconds.
So Peter is the first. Beautiful day.
Rainy
day. And Peter is part of a Pranamaya team, and he has been in these competitions for the last 3 or 4 competitions as a safety diver, and today he decided to participate as a competitor. So that's Peter, and he's now somewhere under the water doing his dive.
So first safety, looks like he reached the bottom, and looks the line. So he's really strong, really strong. You can see how the line is dancing, and this is because he's pulling the rope. Free immersion consists of pull the rope all the time during the ascent. And you can see that he's pulling really hard, and that is why the line is dancing and dancing. Continuous dancing.
Yeah, he's pulling hard.
Really hard. So he's coming up, looks like he's coming up as he's not pulling so hard. Probably he has changed the buoyancy. And we will see him in the following seconds. Coming up. Oh, here he is. Nose clip. Final. Beautiful dive.
A very clean safety protocol.
Yeah, really happy for him.
Searching for the tag.
He has the tag. And from Peter, this is a personal best. So next competitor is Luke. Gracias.
Luke Harmon from USA. He's attempting 65 meters, no fins.
No fins. And after him, we will have a national record attempt by Roberto Guzman, Mexican guy. So stay tuned. Hours. Looks like we will have a very interesting competition for the first day. So now they are adjusting the line for the next competitor. So next competitor. No fin dive. This means kicking and doing a breast swimming.
Breaststroke and frog kick to go down and to come up again.
Frog kick.
See, no?
Yes. That term is really for swimmers.
But it's what it is. What it is.
It is what it is. Yes, it is like frog kick, or is known as frog kick as the kick for butterfly swim is known as dolphin kick. In this case, frog kick.
That's correct. So Luke. I think Luke was his name. His name rings a bell. I think he was last year's in last year's competition as well.
Yeah. I'm looking for his statistics. Let me check.
Who do we have here? ¿A quién tenemos aquí?
Una celebridad.
Tenemos a Camila Javer.
Saludando, van a saludar a la audiencia. ¿Cómo te sentiste? Formada, pero bien.
Sí, ya te escuché.
Estás en cámara.
Hola.
¿Quieres sentarte a platicar un ratito?
Sí, bueno, voy a entrar al agua con el Matt a hacer unos calentamientos.
Ok.
Sí. El Robert viene y ahorita creo que está
Luke y Robert.
Va a ser muy bueno.
Va a estar muy bueno. Viene ya la parte más interesante del día, la parte más fuerte.
Y no es porque los demás no hayan sido interesantes.
Sí, solamente esos son buceos retadores, ¿no? Y son de sin aletas seguiditos.
Sí. Pues Camila Javer es una de las apneístas más fuertes de México y también una activista que ha estado en bastante movimiento con todo lo del Tren Maya.
Sí, se me cruzó un tren esa temporada de entrenamientos.
Entonces,
Pero ahí la llevan, ¿no?
Ya hablado. Suspensión definitiva, sí.
Sí.
¿Ya?
Del tramo 5 sur, nos falta tramo 5 norte y los que vengan después, pero ahí va.
Pero sí está al frente de una lucha bastante interesante y representando a una comunidad que conoce bien los cenotes y que conoce bien el ambiente, ¿no? El entorno.
Y el atractivo que tenemos en la zona también. Creo
que es bastante único y de hecho eso es lo que atrapa a tanta gente de todo el mundo. Eso es lo que...
es a lo que venimos.
Es a lo que viene mucha gente.
Sí, creo que definitivamente el Estado es lo que es por riquezas naturales, que es lo que tenemos que defender antes de cualquier tipo de desarrollo, esta idea del progreso que están pendientes. Entonces sí, a eso estamos.
Es correcto. Qué bueno.
Sí, gracias.
Perdón por interrumpir.
Adelante.
Pero bueno, a ver si al ratito regresa Camila. Va a estar en el agua, no sé, vas a estar coachando.
Sí, quiero ir al agua a hacer un poquito de buceo.
Muy bien. Se perdió el foco.
We are checking our video. Because as it is raining during all week, the weather conditions have not been the best here at the Yucatan Peninsula. Looks a little better now. Yeah. Here we have the video for safety. Remember that we are transmitting in real time and we are in the middle of nowhere, near to what is the town near here? Leonora Vicario.
Leonora Vicario. Yes. So we are close to a little town.
A little town.
A little town that is roughly 45 minutes from Cancun, 45 minutes, 50 minutes from Playa del Carmen, but deep into the rainforest. So we're using a cell phone data to broadcast this video.
There is no Wi-Fi here.
No Wi-Fi.
Oh, here we go. Looks strong, clean. It was a really hard dive. Breathe. Oh my God. Oh. This is the most exciting part of the competition. We will wait until the final decision for the judges. Looks like he was clearly close to the limit time to execute the protocol surface. He has the tag. And finger crossed. Oh, red card.
Red card.
Nice try. Really strong dive.
That was a very serious dive. Very challenging.
Absolutely.
And he kind of pulled it off, but he struggled at the surface protocol. He was what we call a samba, or loss of motor control. That's because of his levels of oxygen were so low that he was really hypoxic, and the brain doesn't have enough oxygen to think properly and to send signals to the body, to the muscles. So that's why we saw that his hands, his head were twitching without much control. And when this hypoxic state gets a little bit more severe, let's say if he had stayed underwater, let's say another 3-4 seconds, maybe it would have been a blackout. So that means that, just as Alejandra said, he was at the limit of consciousness and unconsciousness. But he pulled it off. Unfortunately, I think he took too long and he got disqualified.
Yeah. So sorry for him, but ahora tenemos a Roberto Guzman.
Tenemos a Roberto Guzmán,
nuestro chico local.
Uno de los atletas más fuertes que tenemos aquí en México y que ha tenido en diferentes ocasiones récords nacionales.
Sí, y su especialidad es sin aletas.
Su especialidad es el buceo sin aletas, que es lo que va a intentar ahora. Y el año pasado él tenía el récord nacional, y en esta competencia del año pasado, en la edición de creo que de septiembre, Pedro Tapia le quitó el récord nacional y ahora va a intentar... Va por la revancha, va a intentar recuperar su récord. Ha intentado recuperar su récord, Roberto, en un par de ocasiones anteriores a lo largo de este año. Incluso creo que el mismo año pasado lo intentó y no lo consiguió. Pero Roberto es un atleta muy fuerte. Ha estado trabajando, está entrenando. Vamos a ver si... Sí. Vamos a ver. Esperemos que lo consiga.
Yo espero que sí. Muy emocionados de... Se está preparado. Él es originario de Manzanillo. Tiene ya tiempo viviendo aquí en Playa del Carmen. Se movió para acá justamente por esta pasión del freediving. Y actualmente es instructor, da clases acá localmente, aunque la mayor parte del tiempo lo dedica a justamente estar entrenando.
Es correcto.
los previos.
Me parece que también estuvo en Ratán, ¿no?
Sí, hace unas semanas estuvo en Ratán, donde nuestros atletas mexicanos tuvieron una muy buena actuación en general. La competencia.
Sí. Pepe Salcedo, que
hoy es su cumpleaños. Yo creo
que hoy es su cumpleaños, sí. Yo creo que a lo mejor voy a celebrar.
Sí, hoy es su cumpleaños. Seguramente por eso no apareció por acá. Pepe, donde quiera que estés. Happy birthday to you.
Feliz cumpleaños, mi querido Pepe Salcedo, un campeón nacional, un súper atleta, que también consiguió un récord nacional hace 2 semanas en Rotán. Ya se está preparando Roberto.
Otro dato interesante de Roberto es que es el segundo mexicano que alcanza los 100 metros. Hay que recordar que Alejandro Lemus alcanzó ya esta profundidad algunos años atrás. Y 100 metros es el número objetivo de todos los atletas. Ya ha empezado su buceo. Un buceo. Es un buceo de casi 3 minutos. Para los que nos están siguiendo, parece una locura, pero es real. Entonces, en 3 minutos más lo veremos aparecer en la superficie.
Sí, Roberto tiene una técnica muy bonita. Es un espectáculo verlo bajo el agua.
Sin duda.
Y pues estamos ahorita todos a la expectativa a ver si puede romper el récord actual.
Y la presión a la que te sometes para romper un récord nacional siempre le añade
sí.
un poco más, ¿no?
Sí, ya de por sí hay un poco de presión de estar en una competencia. La presión, además, sabes que todo el mundo está a la expectativa, es como el buceo del día, ¿no?
Sí, digo, sin menospreciar.
Sin menospreciar a nadie, pero es el buceo emocionante del día, ¿no?
Así es, porque es muy conocido aquí en la zona. Los chicos acá del cenote están con sus celulares a la expectativa del momento en que Roberto saldrá a la superficie porque quieren ser testigos de si lo logra de celebrar y seguramente compartir la primicia con sus seres queridos. Y seguimos esperando. Yo creo que ya pasaron cerca de 2 minutos, ya la espera será menor.
Sí.
Momentos de expectativa, de tensión.
También los safeties saben que estos son los buceos en los que tienen que poner mucho más atención, estar mucho más alertas.
Ha salido Roberto, se ve limpio, wow. I'm okay, da la señal, tiene el tag. ¿Lo tiene? ¿No lo tiene?
No lo tiene.
¿No?
No lo tiene, parece que está haciendo movimientos con la cabeza
No pudo
indicando
actualizar.
que no.
Mira su reloj.
Parece que fue un early turn.
Una regresada.
Un regreso prematuro en cuyo caso meritaría una tarjeta amarilla.
Se retira de la zona de competencia. Los jueces todavía no han dado la tarjeta. Alcanzamos a escuchar desde aquí.
63.4 dijo.
Creo que sí, le faltaron 10 metros.
Le faltaron 10 metros.
Faltan 10 metros.
No he sacado los pesos en la tarjeta.
A ver si tenemos oportunidad de platicar con Roberto en un ratito más y preguntarle cómo se sintió. Ya sea que o tuvo un problema para ecualizar o simplemente
O no era el día.
decidió que no se sentía como para llegar hasta el fondo y decidió regresar antes.
Que eso también es muy inteligente. O sea, si al final Roberto tiene la intención de ir tras ese récord como Patrine, si hoy no se sintió en las condiciones perfectas con el descenso, es mejor regresarse antes. Así no se cansa tanto y puede intentarlo los siguientes días. Hay todavía otros 2 días.
Exactamente. Entonces vamos a ver qué nos cuenta un poquito más tarde, a ver su estrategia. Y mientras ya en la línea vemos cómo se está preparando Pedro Tapia, que es el actual poseedor del récord que estaba tratando de romper Roberto.
También qué nervios para Pedro, o sea, no, eso te añade una presión adicional psicológicamente cuando el atleta anterior a ti va a romper un récord que tú posees. Le añade ahí, si quieras o no, estás a la expectativa de ver si salió bien, no salió bien,
claro,
el resultado, y te genera que pierdas cierto. Pedro es relativamente también un atleta que lleva algunos años, 2, 3 años.
Lleva nada en el, no, o sea, lleva muy poquito en el deporte y subió, como se dice por ahí, from zero to hero.
Trae una condición física impresionante. Yo creo que se introduce en un buen momento. O sea, yo recuerdo que cuando empecé en el 2004, 2005, los récords mundiales en aquel tiempo eran 80 metros, que es la distancia que va a hacer hoy Pedro Tapia. La técnica no estaba tan refinada, entonces no se conocía necesariamente eso del mouthfeel, las técnicas de ecualización eran distintas, los ejercicios, pues era a prueba y error, todo el mundo estaba experimentando. Obviamente quienes lograban superar ciertas barreras, pues conservaban los secretos y las técnicas. Y hoy yo creo que ya la técnica es de dominio público, ya hay muchos ejercicios, ya cada vez se comparte mucho más la información. Entonces sí es más fácil que puedas ir progresando. No obstante, siempre es importante ir progresando paulatinamente para que vayas adaptando a tu cuerpo.
Exactamente. Y eso es un poco lo impresionante de Pedro, que a pesar de que tienes que ir progresando paulatinamente, él lo hizo a un ritmo muy agresivo, probablemente, porque no cualquiera puede ser de un principiante a ser el mejor del país en 2 años, ¿no?
Así es.
Y
ya empezó su buceo.
Y por supuesto también se necesita una predisposición genética para la ecualización, para la tolerancia al CO2, porque hay gente que lo entrena durante años y no llega a estos niveles, ¿no?
Sí, sin duda. Pero sin duda Pedro era un atleta que venía ya formado, o sea, ahorita ojalá y tengamos oportunidad de entrevistarle, que nos regale algunas palabras, pero estoy casi segura que él antes del buceo libre practicaba algo más competitivamente.
Sí, además es muy disciplinado, tiene además va al gimnasio, hace mucho ejercicio, hace gimnasia olímpica, de repente lo vemos en entrenamientos poner las manos en el piso y pararse de manos así de una forma muy elegante.
Impresionante. Yo no puedo ni pararme de cabeza y él lo hace con una facilidad y además sube las piernas paulatinamente, una fuerza en el abdomen. Wow.
Sí, entonces definitivamente es un atleta muy completo. Y bueno, vamos a ver cómo sale de esta inmersión de 80 metros.
El minuto 30 y ya ha empezado a regresar. Vemos cómo la cuerda danza. Y aquí se puede ver la diferencia en las técnicas. ¿Recuerdas que en uno de los competidores primeros que abrieron esta segunda parte?
Peter,
decíamos que tenía mucha fuerza al jalarse, ¿no? Esta técnica es diferente, podemos ver que no danza tanto la cuerda y eso es porque el esfuerzo que hacen jalar es menor. Seguramente tiene que jalar un número mayor de veces, pero a Peter le resulta, a Pedro le resulta mucho más eficiente de esta forma, ¿no?
Sí, efectivamente vemos que la línea no sube y baja de forma tan agresiva, ¿no? Entonces debe ir como a un ritmo un poquito más tranquilo. Y como dices, cada quien tiene su técnica, cada quien tiene su estilo.
Y parece que está regresando a la superficie. Debe de estar muy cerca. Ya salió. Dio la señal. Tiene el tag. Desenfocó un poco nuestra cámara. Alguien pasó por aquí enfrente. Ahorita hacemos algunos ajustes. Ahí está. Está feliz. Right card. Tarjeta blanca para Pedro. Pedro Tapia de México. 80 metros free immersion.
Sí, este es un buceo relativamente sencillo para Pedro. Cada vez que me lo encuentro aquí en el cenote, termina su día con un 80 y 85. Entonces,
Ay,
esto es como quitarle un dulce a un niño.
Ok. Pero no obstante que, aunque es como quitarle un dulce al niño, yo intentaba hacer un buceo que era como quitarle para mí un dulce a un niño, 45 metros free immersion. Y las condiciones no se dieron, estaba un poco mormada y pues llegó un momento que no pude cotizar. Entonces, al final, o sea, así las condiciones de un día para otro pueden ser diferentes.
Claro. Y nuestra siguiente atleta es Montserrat Peart, mexicana.
Montserrat.
Va a intentar hacer una inmersión de 67 metros de inmersión libre. Ella también es una atleta muy sobresaliente. Me parece que tiene algún récord nacional en vialetas. Y lo consiguió en el Azul Freediving Challenge el año pasado.
Así es.
Y ella vive en La Paz, Baja California. Y tienen ahí, junto con Arturo Hernández, que está hoy de safety, tienen una escuela que se llama Hipoxia.
Y Montserrat es de las atletas relativamente recientes también en del mundo del freediving. Tuvo el récord nacional que actualmente posee junto con Camila. argentinas.
¿Así?
Las argentinas. Okay.
¿Ah, sí? ¿Cuáles argentinas?
Las argentinas.
¿Amantí? No. Aquí ya, no sé quién sea. Vemos que Montserrat se está preparando.
Queda un minuto.
Montserrat.
Montserrat me compartía que fue en una ocasión que fueron las grandes estrellas allá, las grandes estrellas mundiales, que tuvo oportunidad, ella trabajaba en un... Y ahí se enteró que existía el freediving y que en aquel tiempo para ella era participar en alguna competencia. La existencia del deporte fue apenas que se introdujo. Pues lleva 5 años apenas en este reporte.
5 años y también ya es campeona nacional.
Actualmente
tiene récord nacional.
Lleva 5 récords nacionales y se hizo instructora hace apenas 2 años. Ha empezado su buceo, Montserrat. Y seguramente algún día no muy lejano también romperá el récord. Que actualmente, déjame te platico quién lo tiene.
¿Quién lo tiene? Free Immersion.
No, tengo que conectarme para no mentirte. Si no mal recuerdo, era Camila o Estrella las que tienen el récord nacional en Free Immersion, pero ahorita lo checamos.
Estrella Navarro, que tiene tiempo que no la vemos por aquí.
Sí, tiene tiempo que no la vemos.
Ahí van los safeties.
Estamos esperando. Y el récord efectivamente lo tiene Estrella Navarro con 74 metros. Camila Llaver ha alcanzado 70 metros en esta disciplina. Y luego le sigue Yadira Sisters con 63 metros.
Y luego Montserrat.
Y luego Montserrat con 62 metros.
Y luego tú.
Ah, y luego yo. Y luego yo. Ha salido Monse, dio la señal. Se ve fresca. Se ve feliz. Tiene el tag de celebrar. Un nuevo personal best para Montserrat. Un buceo precioso, 67 metros, lo cual sin duda la coloca dentro de las mejores atletas de México de todos los tiempos. Y con esto sería de las 3 mujeres más profundas en México en esta disciplina. Estrella Navarro a la cabeza, Camila y ahora Montserrat. Y ahora nuestro próximo competidor, Konstantine de Canadá, Free Immersion, 54 metros. ¡Ay, aquí tenemos a Christine!
No, solo vengo a saludaros. Hola.
Hola, cuéntanos cómo te fue hoy.
Pues muy bien, estoy muy contenta de haber sacado la primera wildcard.
Muy bien, 50 metros. Estaba contando a Jorge que todavía me acuerdo cuando me veías en los entrenamientos y dices, ay, algún día.
Sí, parece muy lejos cuando empiezas, pero bueno, vas construyendo la base y vas saltando.
Muy bien.
Sí.
Así es.
Muy bien. Pues felicidades, 50 metros en Vialetas es una distancia ya muy respetable. ¿Vienes para ganar?
More to come.
Perfecto, eso es la actitud.
Sí.
Felicidades. ¿Algún saludo en particular?
No, yo creo que en Europa ya, no sé, si ya están durmiendo casi, no.
Pero igual y ven la repetición.
¿Ah?
La repetición, pueden
Okay.
verla en YouTube.
Right.
Saludos a toda tu familia desde
Eso.
México.
Sí. Ya.
Muchas gracias por acompañarnos.
A vosotros por hacerlo, porque me parece muy guay que tenemos este live streaming. Yo recuerdo en septiembre estuve en Alemania todavía y vi el live streaming y era como, ay, me hubiera gustado estar aquí presente. Y, sí.
Pero tú no estabas en la...
En septiembre no.
Estabas en la
Participé
de
mayo.
mayo. Ya. Sí, no me acordaba. Sí, bueno, pues es la segunda edición que tenemos live streaming.
Súper.
Y bueno, pues ya estás ahí.
Eres parte de la historia
Sí.
de esta competencia.
Team Panamá ya.
Y de verdad, muchas felicidades. Yo
Dankeschön.
recuerdo las primeras veces
Los entrenos.
que bajabas 20 metros.
Puede ser, ¿eh? Claro, yo ya no me acuerdo. Hoy los 20 metros son un guamo y dices, bueno, va 20, 30, sí, voy.
Sí. Hoy hiciste 50, ¿no?
Uh-huh.
50. ¿Y cuál es tu PB?
Ya bajo unos 57.
57. Entonces hoy quisiste hacer algo más conservador.
Sí.
Ok. ¿Y vas a usar la misma estrategia en los próximos días para las otras disciplinas? ¿Quién sabe? A ver cómo te inspira, ¿no?
Uh-huh.
Muy bien. ¿Y cuál es tu disciplina más cómoda?
La de Free Martial.
Hoy.
No, la que...
Hoy hiciste constant weight, ¿no? Sí. Entonces, ¿qué harás mañana? Free immersion. Ok. Y ya lo más complicado para el último.
Sí, se puede decir así. Lo que menos tengo
Sí.
entrenado.
Pues mucho éxito.
Dankeschön. Gracias, chicos. Y bueno, disfrutad aquí vosotros también comentando
Seguro que sí.
y llevando la Azul Challenge ahí al mundo. No sé en qué partes del mundo nos estarán ahora escuchando, viendo.
Pues tenemos a 14 seguidores en este momento,
All
en
right.
vivo, sí.
Bien.
Sí,
Al menos 15, al menos alguien nos escucha y nos
Pues cada año será más, ¿eh?
ve. Seguro que sí.
Sí.
Y se queda ahí para que tú veas, te veas en la cámara.
Ok, muy bien. Gracias.
Gracias a ti.
Gracias a ti.
bueno, esta fue Cristian y
Regresando a la competencia. Tenemos ya en el agua a
¿Cómo se llama? Malek.
ya en el agua está Konstantine con un crucero de free immersion de 54 metros. Konstantine from Canada. He's at the surface now. He's strong. He made the protocol. He's looking for the tag. He has the tag. And we're waiting for the final result from the judges, but it looks really clean. Showing again the tag. Really happy.
yes, white card.
So Konstantine from Canada. Made a free immersion dive for 54 meters. His previous personal best was 52. So he's increasing a little bit his depth. So he's really proud. A new PB for him. Always to have a PB is a really good experience. And now, here we have Roberto.
Hola.
Hola, Roberto.
Tenemos a Roberto Guzmán aquí.
¿Cómo están?
¿y
Bien,
tú?
que cuando no está haciendo apnea está jugando ajedrez.
A veces.
Y cuando no juega ajedrez, juega la apnea. ¿Qué pasó hoy? ¿Cómo te sentiste? Que tuviste tarjeta amarilla, ¿no?
No, roja.
Ah, roja.
Sí, no, es que me di la vuelta antes y decidí descansarme para mañana y jalé.
Ah,
Sí.
ok, sí,
Entonces eso me descalifica.
sí,
Pero bueno, simplemente para descansar, para intentar de nuevo mañana.
Claro,
ya.
era lo que decíamos,
Sí.
que a veces si no sientes que son las condiciones,
Mejor
vas
abortar.
bajando, no te sientes cómodo, es más inteligente decir me doy la vuelta,
Sí.
como Roberto dice, pues ya, o sea, no, mi objetivo era el 74, empieza a jalar la cuerda, está descalificado en automático, pero de esa forma se reserva para...
Escuché que llegaste hasta 63 y cacho, ¿no?
Sí, por ahí.
¿En qué momento decides este no es el momento? Y, o sea,
En los 63 metros.
en ese momento, y dices, aquí me regreso, o ya desde que vas en los 20, 25, dices, uy, no lo siento. ¿Cómo funciona?
Ya venía pensando, o sea, desde antes de bajar ya estaba más o menos con esa mentalidad hoy, lamentablemente, porque es muy tarde, este buceo para mí es muy tarde. La 1:30 de la tarde, no estoy acostumbrado a bajar y a mí me funciona más entre, no sé, 11 de la mañana, 11:30, que es la hora en la que, bueno, en mi opinión deberían ser estos buceos en vez de estar tan tarde, la verdad.
Uh-huh.
Entonces, pues ya, digo, no cansado porque no he estado haciendo nada que es mucho esfuerzo en la mañana, pero ya es más avanzado el día y no sé, el cuerpo resiente un poco eso, la verdad,
Claro.
y simplemente mentalmente es más presión durante toda la mañana estar pensando en eso, ¿sabes? O sea,
Sí.
y la verdad sí ya iba más o menos con esa mentalidad de que a ver cómo me siento, empezando de la vuelta y aparte mi computadora dejó de funcionar. No me dio ninguna alarma.
¿Se le acabó la pila o qué le pasó?
Sí me registró mi buceo de calentamiento,
Ajá.
pero el bueno no lo registró. No sé qué pasó ahí.
Te presto la
Bueno.
mía.
Ya me ofrecieron varios, pero también gracias.
Oye,
Llévatela.
y en general, ¿cómo te sientes, o sea, en este momento en esta etapa? ¿Sientes preparado? ¿Has estado entrenando o simplemente has estado dando clases?
Pues estuve en Roatán, pero no estaba entrenando. Ya no estaba entrenando, la verdad, CNF. Estuve entrenando más vialetas y luego aquí regresé hace una semana y me puse a entrenar sin aletas y me sentí muy bien toda la semana. Bastante bien, hasta los últimos días que estuvo lloviendo y estuvo haciendo frío, me di un par de vueltas antes porque estaba con algo de frío en la superficie, pero hoy el frío no tiene nada que ver, ¿no? De eso simplemente ya está. No estoy muy bien mentalmente.
Bien, bien, bien. Oye, ¿y te sientes un poco diferente? Has intentado romper el récord en el último año un par de veces y no lo has logrado, ¿no? ¿Ahora te sientes un poquito con más confianza o más bien en las otras lo has hecho a lo mejor un poquito más agotado?
Sí, la última, bueno, lo intenté aquí en la edición de septiembre y la verdad ahí estaba completamente fuera de forma. Ahorita creo que estoy en mejor forma. La verdad me siento bien en general para hacerlo. Creo que lo puedo hacer, si no mañana, pasado mañana. Y en Roatán lo intenté un par de veces, pero simplemente como plan B, porque al principio me fue bien, después ya no me fue tan bien y bueno, intento que sea un récord, pero también me di la vuelta. Las par de veces que lo intenté me di la vuelta antes y digo, siempre más oportunidades, no pasa nada. Más vale.
Sí. Sí, además yo creo que simplemente intentándolo, así como a lo mejor hoy no es un día bueno, a lo mejor un día lo vas a intentar y vas a decir, ese es el día perfecto y te vas a sentir genial y ojalá sea mañana o pasado mañana. Ojalá. Y pues pues vamos a estar a la expectativa porque estaría muy emocionante que lo logres. Ojalá.
Gracias.
Yo estaría muy orgullosa de que mi computadora hiciera un récord nacional.
Bueno, pues ya es la que voy a usar entonces.
Toda tuya.
Gracias.
Pues bueno, pues vamos a regresar aquí a la competencia. Y otra vez se perdió de foco, vamos a ajustar esto.
Bueno, chicos, gracias.
Bye.
Muchas gracias, Roberto, y esperamos platicar.
Okay, so here we go. So we are in the second part of the competition.
And our next competitor is Tanner.
Tanner. Yeah. And Tanner is as well one of the principal sponsors of this competition.
Yes, Tanner has been in the Azul Freediving Challenge for
The last editions.
for the last I think 3 or 4, or I think even more editions, and he's one of the sponsors of the event through his company Twish.
And if you look at his profile, it is really beautiful and it is true. When you made freediving, mental benefits. I have a really good job working in the financial industry, technology, so I think that everybody, when some of the applications is not working, we are depending on the technology today, too many aspects in our life. So my job is really demanding, and what it is incredible for me is training freediving, training, for example, static. It is very peaceful. You learn how to think in nothing, to be at the moment, and that helps you a lot, really.
Yeah, that's one of the most attractive things of freediving. I think many people love this sport because of how you disconnect from the stress, work, family, everything else, and you're just there where you have to be.
If you ask me what I really love from freediving is to be here and now. It is the, in my opinion, for me, it is the closest thing to be here and now. Okay, we have an update. Tanner is not competing today. He's not feeling well, and he has decided to. We have our next competitor, water.
Shelby Hinds from USA, and immersion in a time of 2 minutes.
So here we go. 7 more athletes after Shelby, Jeremy, Rachel, Kristofer, Melissa, Jolie, Kristofer, and Nona closing the competition.
The weather is nice again. The sun is shining, and a little bit cloudy, but very, very nice day today. Every year, the Azul Freediving Challenge has a set of sponsors, and this year we have some of our sponsors are Hypoxia or Hypoxia, which is a freediving school
At the north of the country,
in the north of the country of Montserrat Peart, which has been competing today, and Arturo Hernandez, which is one of our safety divers today. Then Cancun Freediving, which is a school in Cancun, and which is my school, by the way. So if you're in Cancun and you want to learn how to freedive, just look for Cancun Freediving on Google or Instagram or social networks. Then we have Apnea Cozumel, which is a school, and of course, they are located in Cozumel.
if you want to go to dive to the Greg,
To the wreck.
yes,
Yes, that's the guy you have to
that's the
call.
guy.
Yes. Then we have Freediving Tulum, which is the school, Chris School. Chris is the other judge that is sitting on the platform, and he is based in Tulum, and that's his school. And then we have uh, this other school, which I didn't I don't know exactly which one is this one from.
Akia.
Yeah, Freediving. Um, and of course, the Cenote Yunkin, big
By itself.
sponsor of the event. This beautiful cenote, one of the best cenotes for freediving in the area.
And also, they are the hostess for the platform and for the
USA, free immersion, 46 meters. 2 minutes. Oh,
Shelby has started. Her dive time is 2 minutes. He's attempting 46 meters in free immersion.
¿Sabes quién es Jolie Sports? And some of the other sponsors of this event are Journey Sports. Journey Sports, estábamos hablando en inglés o en español, no sé. Ya me hice bolas. I don't know if we were talking in Spanish or in English, whatever. Journey Sport is one of our sponsors, and that's
Our insurance company. As
our
well
insurance
here-
company. That's right.
Here in Cancun.
Then there's Deptwish, which is the company we were talking about earlier, the school that's it's based in the United States, in California, I think, right? No, forget that. It's based in the US. And of course, one of our also biggest sponsors is Cressy, this very famous brand, and many of the prizes for this competition are sponsored by Cressy.
Yes, it's in Florida. They wish.
In Florida,
In Florida, yes.
I knew I was wrong.
It's going up. A little epoxic. She's having a
Blackout.
little summer. She has a blackout. Having a blackout, it is like someone lost a little seconds of your life. Really? I remember that in some competition at the swimming pool, I had a blackout once I get into the surface. And it was like the judge was here, and at the next moment, the judge was a little bit to the other side. Feeling like someone stole you some seconds of your life.
Unfortunately, this diver had a blackout, so she ended her dive. I don't know if she got a tag, if she made it to her announced depth, but as you could see on the images, she was having a samba, loss of motor control. She wasn't controlling her hands, her movements, and her airways got back into the water. So that's as soon as the mouth or nose go back into the water, that's considered a blackout, and then that's when you're disqualified.
Yes.
The safety divers were there immediately assisting, and she got conscious immediately. So it was really, really quick
Very good job for our
of the
safety
safety
team.
team. So it was really quick, no problem at all. But unfortunately, she got disqualified.
Yes, and let's remember one basic and principal rule of freediving. Never dive alone.
Never dive alone. That's right.
Okay, then we have Jérémy. Jérémy Leinen from France. I want to meet him.
Okay.
But really young as well.
Well, this good-looking guy from France trying to attempt
41 meters, constant wide diving.
Yeah.
In 1 minute 45 seconds. I don't know if he has an Instagram. I need to follow.
or a girlfriend.
Oh, girlfriend could be another man. But ladies, let me check if he's single.
Okay, ladies. So if you find this guy handsome, there's a line. So yeah, he's preparing 2 minutes for the official top.
Jérémy Leinen, you can find him at Instagram. It had 304 followers, and now he will have another one. He's a biology student. He's PADI dive master and AIDA for free diver.
Okay.
1 minute official top.
Ahora sí.
20 seconds to official top. Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Official top.
A ver si está en el chat.
So Jérémy, his personal best registered at the moment of to these competitions were constant by fins 30 meters, constant no fins 25 meters, free immersion 30 meters. So he's increasing his depth for today. As he has announced at 41 meters.
So that's
he's increasing 11 meters. Looks like he had been training for the last days before this competition. And that is really important for this competition. You can take the workshop for the competition.
Yes.
You can have the opportunity to train here with the warm water, with all the conditions. And for the moment of the competition, you feel safe. You feel more confident.
Yeah, that's the good thing about this competition. You can train with
with the safety staff.
He's reading. He gave the signal. He had the task.
Looks like a successful dive. We still need to see what the judges say. That was a good dive.
And he's celebrating his successful dive. That is lovely in this kind of competitions.
Everybody cheering.
Everybody cheering, everybody when made a good dive is really happy.
And our next diver is Rachel Novak from USA.
Rachel. Rachel Novak from USA, her personal best, constant weight by fin 41 meters, constant weight no fins 32 meters, free 40 meters. And he started her unofficial freediving journey when she was traveling. Traveling from California to Costa Rica in a sailboat. So this lady is like me. Very adventurous.
Adventurous.
A constant weight by fins 40 meters. Comfortable probably for her as his personal best is 41. But for starting a competition is good to start with some bets that you feel confident.
Yes, that's right.
And that is a good strategy as well.
So these last couple of divers are divers that are going to minus 40 or shallower, and that gives a chance to the safety staff to start to, because they are starting to get tired, so they have a chance to do. They already did their the hardest dives, and so they are a little bit more relaxed now. On the safety staff, we have the head of the safety staff is Rodrigo Salsas. He's part of the Pranamaya team. Has a lot of experience with these competitions. And there is Arturo Hernandez from Hypoxia. There's Syria.
Syria. Panamaya.
Also staff from Panamaya, and which also is a very good diver. She competed in other years, and actually, I think she's
working at Panamaya this year.
Yes.
She's part of the safety team. That's another experience, and that gives you a different point of view of the competition.
Yes, and so that's there are 4 safety divers and the head of the safety diver, which is Rodrigo Salsas. So what they do is there are 2 safety divers on the warm-up lines. So when you enter the water to prepare for your turn, while you wait your turn, there are 2 warm-up buoys, and so actually on the top of your screen there's a yellow buoy that you see there. So that's one of the warm-up buoys, and you can do that there wherever you want. You can just go to 10 to 20 to 30. You can do whatever you want. All you need to do. And there are 2 safety divers there, and then the other safety divers are on the main line, and throughout the day they rotate so that the divers on the main line, which do like the most stressful dives, can rotate and have a chance to
take care of the warm-up lines eventually, and just it's
Be
a little bit more relaxed.
relaxed and rest for a little bit.
That's right. So that's 20 seconds for Rachel. There she goes.
Rachel Gallagher, USA. Looks like 25 feet, 40 meters. Drive time 1 minute 427. 147.
There goes the safety team. There she is on the surface. Looks a clean safety protocol. Looks like she's smiling from here. Looking for the tag. There it is. Now the white card. Good. Now our next competitor is Kristofer Stensland. Kristofer is from USA. Actually, most of the athletes of the second half are American athletes. And Kristofer is going to attempt 40 meters in constant weight. So exactly the same dive that Rachel just did.
Okay, so Rachel was really happy with her dive. I have asked her to come here for a little interview. Let's wait that she passed before with the doctor. We have here a doctor in the side of the competition. So let's talk about how dangerous could be this sport.
Very good topic. Very interesting. I think we could talk days about it.
A day about it, yes. What people need to know is that it is an extreme sport. As we said, the principal rule is never dive alone, neither at pool, neither at day. So you saw a little blackout that was very quickly uh, attended and without any problem. If you are alone, that could be really serious. In the other hand, this sport needs to be very progressive. So you need to adapt your body and you need to be conservative, but at the same time, you need to push a little more to break your own limits.
That's right. So um, the the injuries in these sports are for are different depending on the level you have. In for beginners, I see a lot of problems with the ears, sinuses, a lot of injuries in the ears and sinuses. So that's when they start to learn the sport and start to go deep and try to go deeper. And because they want to go deeper without really knowing, uh, or just thinking that just they have to push, then they go further than they can equalize and have injuries in their inner ears uh, and sinuses. Uh, we have Pedro Tapia here that he's in a hurry, but we hope to have a couple of words tomorrow.
Va.
Va, Pedrito,
Nos vemos.
nos vemos.
Bonita tarde.
Igual.
Gusto verlos.
Okay, we have.
So that was Pedro Tapia that said hello. So I think we'll have a chance to interview him tomorrow. So for intermediate divers that go in the range between 30 and 50 meters, I see a lot of squeezes, more squeezes than ear problems, because those are the people that already know how to equalize, and if they cannot equalize, they know when to stop. But the trachea squeezes are things that you cannot really anticipate very easily. So and you don't feel when you're about to get squeezed. So those injuries are a little bit different. And then, of course, you have blackouts, which most of the time are not dangerous because you usually have someone that checks on you and assists you. But of course, if you had a blackout and there was no one close to you to assist you, then it's most of the time fatal. So, yeah. And we have someone here.
Rachel.
We have Rachel.
Hi, everybody.
Hi,
How do you
Rachel.
feel?
Guys. I feel fantastic. It's fun being on this side of the competition.
Oh,
Is
yes.
this your first competition?
This is actually my second depth competition.
Okay.
Like about a month ago, we had vertical grain in California.
Okay.
So that was the first continental depth competition in the U.S. So it was fun.
You were really, really happy. Tell us about this. What was this personal best? It was.
Actually, this is close to a personal best. So my personal best in bifins is 41. I did 40 here at the competition just because I wanted to make sure that it was nice, clean, and comfortable. And then this is actually the beginning of my depth training season. So Kristofer, who's actually out on the line right now, training in Washington, so we don't have the beautiful depth and diving conditions that you have here.
And also the
So
water.
where do you train there?
So in Washington, we'll train in Lake Washington, which is a freshwater lake. Max depth that you'll get there unless you free float is about 30 meters. And then you can also do Alki Beach, which is salt water, but the water is like 7 degrees Celsius, so a little significantly chillier.
We have a successful dive there.
White car for Kristofer. And now he's preparing Melissa, but let's continue with Rachel. So, you don't have the perfect conditions to train.
Yeah, well, I think that it's just different training conditions, so it's nice to build up the depth and breadth of experience of training in different diving conditions. When I get to train in the summer in Las Vegas, the diving conditions are similar to this. You'll have a nice warm surface layer with poor visibility, and then as you get deeper, it clears back up, and you have that thermocline that kind of hits you in the face.
That hits you.
So it feels like home.
Okay.
Yes.
Perfect.
And how's you said you were in a competition last month in California?
Mhm.
So how that was in salt water, I guess,
Yes.
in the ocean.
Yes, it was in saltwater.
And what was the temperature of the water?
Oh my gosh, I'm actually blanking right now. Most athletes are diving in a 5 mil wetsuit. I wasn't prepared for it, and I was diving in Washington, so I had a 7 mil wetsuit. So it's significantly pretty chilly. You can feel it right as you get into the water.
So and how do you compare diving in fresh water and salt water?
Salt and cold water.
Salt and cold water with a very thick wetsuit. I guess it takes a big amount of energy to go down.
It does, and it's just nice to dive within your limits. And so, since it was my first time diving there, I had to dive very conservatively. And in typical Rachel style, I had an appearance to make it to after, so I wanted to be the first one to dive so I could get out of the water and go to something else that I had planned originally. So.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but it was fun. Definitely, it's great to be able to dive conservatively. Practicing in your gear is great, and knowing that you can do whatever dive within a reasonable range, whatever the conditions is, at least for me, is what makes me feel comfortable in water.
When did
Nice.
you arrive here?
About a week ago.
A week ago.
Yeah.
How did you learn about the Azul freediving competition?
So Julian, safety from Vertical Blue, I found out that he was doing the freediving competition here, and kind of wanted to get the experience being on this side of it. And I haven't been freediving in the cenotes of Mexico, so it seemed like an amazing way to explore the cenotes and do a competition.
Okay, so it's from knowing Julian that you follow his, let's say, his shop or his school, Pranamaya, and then you learn about the freediving competition, and that's what brought you.
Yeah.
Good.
Right.
Nice.
Enjoy your time here in Mexico.
Yeah,
And
thanks
tell
so much.
us about what other cenotes have you visited this time?
So far, we've visited the pit, we visited Yunkin, and we visited Angelita.
Angelita, so you are missing Maravilla.
I really want to go to that one. So hopefully after the competition, I'll get to explore that one as well. Do you like it?
Yes. It is
Great.
one of my favorites. It is not so deep. It is like 30 meters, but the water is so clean, so transparent. Different conditions. But here the visibility is not so good, but we have depth.
Yes. And honestly, it's just amazing being able to, I don't know if people have been able to see all of the little areas where people can hang out. It's a great way to be able to watch and cheer on your friends.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's right. So in the meantime, we have Melissa preparing for her dive. This is like the fourth time she competes in this the Sulfi diving challenge. So she'll be attempting
37 meters, constant, no fins, in a dive time, 1 minute 48.
and
To have you here, Rachel.
Yeah.
Please enjoy the rest of the competition.
Yeah, thanks for having me here. And anybody in Washington and Vegas, hello to the friends and family and training buddies out there.
oh,
So it's very nice to see you guys. And thank you so much, guys.
you're welcome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And good luck tomorrow and the day after. Anyway, we have another chance to talk probably. So see you here in a little bit.
In the following days.
Okay, sounds great. Amazing. Take care, guys.
Congratulations.
Bye-bye.
Congratulations.
So that was Rachel Novak.
We have
And we have now Melissa.
obviously from USA.
How do you know?
She has a beautiful novel.
Yes. Her signature noodle.
Yes. And now we're having the drone as well.
Yeah, we hear drone.
Really nice girl, Rachel.
Oh, yes. She was happy, like most of the people today.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens with Melissa. She's always very concentrated, very serious girl.
Really serious.
Yes.
She's about starting.
And she also very, very slow. I think she can do very long statics.
Starting, as you said, really slowly.
USA, ENF, 37 meters, that time, 1 minute 48 seconds, 148.
I loved her style for the entrance.
Yes.
Very calm. It is like if you just spend 1 or 2 seconds for the entrance, it doesn't matter.
Oh no.
So there is no rush to get into the water. Very calm, very concentrated. And here we have Peter.
Here we have Mr. Peter Abaji.
Hi, Peter.
Come sit with us, please. All good.
How's the streaming going?
It wasn't going well until now.
All right.
Now it's going now good.
Okay.
So we have Peter Abaji. He is from the Pranamaya team, and
Everybody.
as
Where's the camera? Is that one?
it's this one, yes. So he, as I explained a little bit before, he usually works as a safety diver in these competitions, but this competition this year he decided to compete, right?
Yes, that is correct.
So did you feel strong this year, or did you say what's
it was
what happened?
actually a little bit. We don't need as much safeties as the last editions because now we have the platform and it's easier to handle. And
Just wait us a second as Melissa is at the surface. She has completed her dive. She has the that. And
It seems like she did a successful dive.
it's an easy dive for her.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry for the interruption.
No worries. No worries. Yeah, so no, Julian, he said, Peter, you want to compete? Yeah, sure. I mean, it's always fun to compete and meet new people. And this competition is growing and growing every year. So it felt good, but honestly, I was a little bit nervous.
Why?
I don't know, peer pressure. You're instructor for Pranamaya, the organizer, and like this, you have to perform and.
But you did well.
Yeah, no, 62 is a PB as well. So
Perfect.
Well, congratulations.
Wow, congratulations.
Very nice.
And you look really strong. That is what we were discussing during the streaming, that you pull really hard the rope.
Yeah.
The rope that was dancing.
No, but I have been training with Max Guardian, Pepe Saucedo, Roberto Guzman, Julian, and
with everybody.
Rodrigo. Yeah, so everybody showed
With the big
me.
guys.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, you watch a little bit of YouTube as well, and some workshops, and you get the hang of it as well at the end. You understand a little bit, trying to be hydrodynamic at the same time, you being powerful in your pulse.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So what have you been working on during your last trainings? More equalization or more
technique or streamlining?
FRC. Because the equalization hasn't been any problem, nor my breath hold, but it's more the pressure towards my chest.
Okay.
So I've been doing a lot of FRCs. And my mouthfeel I was already happy with it, but I included surface mouthfeel. And, yeah, took me down to
surface mouthfeel.
Yeah.
Tell us what is that?
FRC and a mouthfeel on the surface,
Okay.
and then you
you don't refill your mouthfeel.
No.
After.
So
Okay.
that gives me. So I've been trying different sizes in my mouth, here or smaller, just to see what helps, what fits me.
And what
Yeah.
fits you?
Actually, to feel a pretty big, I couldn't handle big ones before, but then I'm starting chewing the mouthfeels like this and relaxing my soft palate, and that works.
Good. How do you? Is there anything you can tell about how do you calculate how much air do you need to exhale to have a constant FRC? And because sometimes you could exhale because it's a little bit more.
So you take one full breath as you usually do, and then you just let go, passively exhale, and when there's no air coming out or in, then you close,
you're good to go.
You close your lips and then you go.
Good.
Yeah, if you want to be exact, but if it's a little bit less air or more air, doesn't matter really. As long as you stop where you feel the pressure towards your chest, or you involve your trachea too much in swallowing, etc., etc. But I would say FRC is my winning concept for this.
Perfect.
Yes.
And is this your maximum depth?
Yes, that's my personal best.
Personal in depth in all the disciplines?
Yes.
Wow, congratulations to reach 2 meters.
Oh, thank you. I'm very happy. It gives me energy to the next competition as well.
For tomorrow?
Yeah, exactly.
So we have Jolie Elliott next from USA again, and she's doing a 35-meter free immersion dive and an estimated dive time of 1:40. So she's already preparing and warming up. And so, Peter, what is your favorite discipline?
I just want to mention Jolie here.
Yeah.
She was my student last year.
Oh.
She did her beginner student for AIDA, level 1, level 2. I think she's the strongest and most talented beginner I ever had.
Oh, good.
She slayed the whole course, super easy. And she was 19 or 20, I'm not sure.
Years old?
Huh?
Years old?
20,
19?
I think she's 19 or 20 years old, I'm not sure. But and she's a scuba diver instructor as well.
And she had a good teacher.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I have big hopes for Jolie.
Good. She just started her dive, so.
Where does she live?
In US, exactly where? Yeah, Seattle.
Seattle.
Yeah.
So which one was your favorite discipline?
It used to be no fins, but I haven't been doing that for a while. I tried 45 meters doing the training, and I was exhausted. My PB is 50, and I want to do even more, but you need to train in the pool and to get the muscle memory and the habit to the sensations of doing that discipline. Otherwise, I teach a lot, so bifins is the most comfortable.
The most comfortable.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
So, do you think you have a good chance to win something in this competition?
I don't know. Everybody looks super strong, especially Sean Parrott from USA. He's been evolving a lot, and Arturo what is his name? Serratos. I always
Yeah,
say
Arturo.
Serratos.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just did 50 no fins as well, and I know that he's pretty strong in bifins and free immersion around 60, 65 meters. And then we have Amerigon from Guatemala. He did the 61 free immersion.
Yeah,
He looks very, very strong. Tanner, he's skipping today. He had leakage in his apartment, I think, with gas. So he was gas poisoned. So he's skipping today. He felt a little bit ill.
And of course, there's Roberto and the big guys.
Exactly, yeah. So, it's very tough. I'm happy if I come to the podium, but not necessarily.
Yeah.
Let's see.
But it looks like
clean.
Jolie has
very, very clean and
Really clean.
out of the, how do you say, education material.
Yeah.
You can tell she had me as an instructor.
Yes.
I'm kidding.
So you know who is the guy who
Yeah.
teach you how to be.
So now we have the before last competitor, Kristofer Rabotin, also from USA, doing a 30-meter constant weight no fins dive.
We're almost to finish today.
It's been pretty clean day.
Yes, we had
no
one.
blackouts.
Well, we had one blackout.
Did we?
Yeah.
Okay.
We had one blackout and 2 red cards. So that's one because of a blackout and the other one because of surface. Oh no! And Roberto had also red card because he decided to
Early turn
and in a no fin dive.
okay.
He pulled himself, trying to be just conservative and save energy for tomorrow.
Okay.
So I believe it's 3 cards so far, 3 red cards so far.
All right. Interesting. Interesting first day, and I think many people are happy by the.
Oh yes, many white cards.
At the same time, it will on all the other competitive freedivers. So the next 2 days will be very interesting, I think.
That's right. I think so.
All right, who's next? Is it
Kristofer?
Kristofer Rabotin, yes.
Yes.
So this is one of the 2 divers left for today.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna go and thank you for letting me sit here with you guys.
Thank you very much, Peter.
Thank you, Peter.
All right, take care.
You too.
A hug, no?
See you in a little bit.
See you tomorrow.
Yes.
Bye.
So while Kristofer is preparing for his dive, we have here Tanner with us.
Hey guys, I'm gonna move over onto this side.
Oh yes, make yourself comfortable. Feel at home.
It's been an awesome day here. We are super stoked. I think I'm not sure what they said before his OT. Let's see, do we have his list?
Yeah, so it's
our last competitor.
Last for the day.
This is Kristofer, no? It's this one.
Yeah, it's this one. This is 19. 30 CMF, 19. Is the last for today?
No.
There's
One more?
one more, yeah.
One minute to official top.
So 1 minute for official top, and in the meantime, Tanner, how have you been doing?
Good. Been good.
Yeah, so Tanner was today on the divers list today, but he decided not to show up.
Yeah, it was a no-show.
A no-show.
Chris was looking for me, and I was hiding from him behind the platform. I was like, I'm not here. I'm not here. Yeah, decided to kind of just play it a little safe. Had a little bit of some health issues kind of happen over the last week. So tomorrow, I'm just going to go right back at it.
Good.
See how it goes.
Great.
Okay.
So this is your fourth competition here, or?
This will be my fourth competition.
Fourth competition,
September
right?
will be number 5.
And this is the third one as a sponsor, right?
Correct. Yep.
Yeah. So Tanner, as I told you guys earlier, Tanner is one of the sponsors of this event through your company Depthwish.
Yep.
Is that
that's
right? So we want to tell a little bit about your company, about.
Yeah. So we're located in Gainesville, Florida, so north central Florida. I like to tell a lot of people down here that it's kind of the sister to the cenotes. So all of our springs are freshwater, same year round, 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Clarity is forever, and it just makes like the ideal learning environment for people, and especially beginner freedivers and everything else. And we've been running since 2019, and we have 3 instructors, myself, Melissa Ponder, and David Kobiela. And so we focus a lot on getting people introduced to freediving wherever they are in their journey, whether if they're experts or new beginners. And then we also like to throw in some mindfulness and meditation aspects along with some conservation stuff too. The springs actually in jeopardy right now. There's been a lot of pollution and things like that. So we're trying to fight back against that.
Great. So the springs, do you have the? I agree that Florida and this area, the peninsula of Yucatan, have very similar geographical traits.
Yeah.
Like we have caves. We both have caves. We both have turquoise oceans.
Yes.
And very shallow. All these colors in the sea.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have also depths in the springs?
Yeah. So we do. It's not quite as it's not near as deep as here, like the access to depth. There are a couple different springs. I would say on average we get anywhere between 20 to 30 to 35 meters in most of the springs.
Hey. And that was another successful dive. White card for Kristofer Rabotin.
Clean up the surface and everything.
And I think we just have one more competitor, which is Donat Faraguna from Croatia, doing a 25 no fins dive. You good? Okay, so that was Tanner, and hopefully we have a chance to talk to him a little bit more tomorrow.
And the day after tomorrow.
Oh. So we have here Jolie Elliott from USA that just did what was it? A 35 meter
Free
dive,
immersion
free
dive.
immersion dive. So how do you feel?
I feel great.
How was it?
Oh, it was nice. Once I got past that layer,
Mhm.
it started turning green, and I was like, this is nice.
Peter said that you were his best student
Oh,
ever.
That you had ever.
wow, that is very praise coming from him.
Yes. So, yeah, he said that he was your teacher and that you were like very quick learner. So, do you think like you have
A special power to teach.
a special, yeah, like a special power? Do you think you have like a genetic predisposition to be good at this sport?
No, I don't think so. I was just lucky as a kid. I was a competitive swimmer. And then when I was 10, I started scuba diving.
Algo pasó ahí, ¿eh?
And so I had to do the Frenzel clearance. So it just came with time.
And you are too young. Oh,
I'm 20 years old.
20 years.
So yeah, there's a
I am
if,
50.
if you keep doing this, you could you're very young, so you could go very far, hopefully.
I have high hopes. Mostly, I just want to keep training. That's all I
Yeah.
want.
So this is your first competition?
It is.
Okay. And how is the experience so far?
It's been really, really fun. I mean, of course, I'm here to freedive and compete, but mostly I'm just here to meet the community and see how it is. And that's been really cool meeting everyone.
Nice.
Great. Really great.
So you live in the US
Mhm.
and you came here to do your course, then you went back and you came back. Now here you're here just for the competition?
Yeah.
Is that correct?
I came in 2 weeks from Tuesday, and then that's when I'll be leaving is this Tuesday. So it's a relatively short trip compared to my last one, but it's been nice.
Good.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And tell us, all this competitive period in your life in swimming gives you some advantage for this kind of competitions?
I don't think so. I think it actually makes it worse.
Why?
I have a tendency to get very, very competitive very quickly. And once I do, I put a lot of pressure on myself. And then, my heart rate goes up and I'm super pumped. And so I've been working hard on counteracting that for this.
Okay. Interesting. Because I believe that to be competitive in some discipline at least gives you the experience to manage all that stress before the competition.
That's true. Plus, swimming gave me an opportunity to learn the proper techniques, as well as, in practices, there's sometimes where we are told to hold our breaths for a length to improve ourselves. So that probably helped me too.
Did you get nervous when they were doing the countdown for your official top? Does that add a little bit of tension?
Once they got to 2 minutes, I felt like my heart rate spike a little bit, and so I had to focus on lowering it back down. But overall, I was not as nervous as I thought I would be.
Okay.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
And how do you feel for the following 2 days?
I'm really excited. I haven't decided how far I'm going to push myself, but my goal is 3 white cards.
Perfect.
Okay. Well,
For sure you will have the 3 white cards.
Thank you.
hopefully.
We will be glad to have you here again
Absolutely.
for an interview about how do you feel, the competition, and all, and share with us all your experience.
Thank you so much. It was good to talk to you guys.
Good to talk to you as well.
Thank you.
Congratulations again.
Congratulations and a lot of success for the following days.
Absolutely.
Okay, our final competitor for today. And the official top has mentioned, and then
And there goes our last competitor of the day, Donat Faraguna.
no fins. Donat from Croatia. Her personal best in constant no fins is 25 minutes. Trying again this depth. to officialize it.
Ah, ¿es tu anuncio para mañana? ¿Es para tu anuncio de mañana?
Okay. Wow.
Exiting the water with a lot of energy.
With a lot of energy. And very beautiful. With a white card, we're closing this competition. Thanks everybody to join with us all this time. See you tomorrow. Thanks,
Yeah.
sir.
Thanks to you. So, yeah, the crowd is cheering. The day is finished. We're finished for today. It's time to rest, especially for the judges and the safety team,
And for us.
and for us, of course.
And we will see you everybody tomorrow.
Tomorrow, roughly at the same time, we will be today. The athletes will be making their announcements for tomorrow, and a little bit later we'll post on our Instagram and other social media accounts the results of the day, and probably as well a little bit later the starting list for tomorrow. So stay tuned. Thank you all for staying with us, and yeah, see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye.